Hello and welcome to Loxone Coffee Break, your Wednesday date in the afternoon, just for a short coffee break to talk about home and building automation. Everything we have in the back here, everything what Loxone can do for you, for your house, for your building, for your office, for your single family home, for your flat, whatever. It doesn't matter if you do it retrofit, if you have a freshly built new building. So home and building automation can help you a lot to save energy, to strengthen your comfort at home, and to make you more secure. Today, we want to talk about lighting. 2 weeks ago, if you joined the live stream 2 weeks ago, you know that, we talked about lighting. What does intelligent lighting do? So things like that is presence-based lighting, that you can just control it via the Loxone Touch. You can think in different lighting moods because light is what influences us the most in our daily life. So we had the example of this huge living room with kitchen area over here. How can we design lighting moods like that in the Loxone app? Easy, comfortable, and how can we maybe build our own logics, our own automations to make cool lighting scenes just like that in the Loxone app? And that's our topic today. We want to check how to do that. And for that, I have connected my smartphone. And I will show you right in there what to do regarding lighting. So I am connected over here to our demo mini server in the US. So if you want to do that also, you can just download the Loxone app for free. And then if you start the app, you can choose add mini server and then connect to the demo mini server. And you can do all what I am doing here. And you can play around a little bit with it. Just get used to the control via the Loxone app. So we want to check what we can do here. So first of all, we can go to categories and then we can go to lighting. And then we'll see all the rooms which are lighted, illuminated right now. And we can see, of course, also the lighting mood which is active. We can turn on and off all via the lighting central function block, or we can do that room-based. This is what we want to do in a few seconds. We can also go via rooms and then just check the room we want. For example, here, living room, then we can see everything what happens in that room. We see the temperature, we see the audio's playing, and we see the light is on. If we then just press on the lighting function block, we can see all the moods that are saved right now. Relaxing, atmospheric, bright, or we can turn the light off if we want. If we choose one of that moods, we can say, okay, we want to tune that mood in. We want to mix them together via this little plus. So we see multiple moods selected, or we can edit this mood we already have. If we then click on more, we can see the master brightness, can adjust that, turn the lights off, turn them bright. We see the light circuits, and we see, okay, the mood manual is active because I was interrupting the system by manual adjustments. So this is my personal manual mood right now and not a defined mood I saved before. So we can see, okay, our different light circuits, and we can mix them together. The ceiling a little bit darker, the colored lighting full, and we see the color we can adjust with our RGB circle in here. So we can choose a single color, and if we have our favorite color, we can just save them as a favorite by clicking this little star. Or we can choose from our preferred lighting moods before. We can change between colored light and the cold white and warm white, just what we want to have. Or we can create a color sequence by clicking on color sequencer, and then we can just choose different colors we want to have, as up to 6. And we can then save them as a favorite as well. Or we can choose one of the already existing color sequences. We can adjust, of course, the brightness over here and the change interval. So if I choose, let's say, 11 minutes and 7 seconds, then it takes 11 minutes and 7 seconds to change from 1 to 2 to 3, 4, and so on. So this just takes then its time. If I have my preferred adjustment done, I can save this mood. I can say, okay, I want to override an already existing lighting mood just by clicking on it and then press the button, or I can create a new mood and I see what I've done here so that I see my adjustments, and I could save that as a test mood if I want to. I don't do in that case, but you could do if you want to do that. I can set a master color for all the different light circuits, and I could adjust daylight control. Daylight control means that the color of the white tone just adjusts all over the day. Like the natural light outside changes in its warm and cold white color, this will also be done by the system if I want to activate it. I can see down under there, enable presence detection. Okay, what does enable presence detection mean? When enabled, lights are automatically controlled by presence. That means exactly that, what we have seen here. You enter a room, the lights will go on. You leave a room, the lights will automatically turn off. So this is a basic function. It helps you to save energy, and it's just a thing of comfort. But why is there an option to deactivate it? Maybe you have guests in your house and the guests are not used to the Loxone system. Then it could be confusing if they stay up at night, walk through the hallway, and the lights turn on automatically. And they enter a room, they press the button, the lights will go on automatically, the lights will turn off or change the lighting mood because they tapped on the touch, and this can be confusing. For that case, you can just turn off, if you want to, the presence detection. Basically, it's turned on. I see the history in here. History means what has my room, my building done, and why. So I click here and I see, okay, I disabled the presence, I activated the presence by the user web, that's me in that case, and I can see everything what is done here. The alarm was activated, the alarm ended, things like that. Everything what happened on our demo mini server within the last hours regarding to light. This is also, the history function is also available, for example, for the shading and for the audio player, so that you can see why did my shades go on, off, up, down, why did the audio go on and off. Things like that you can see in the history. Very helpful tool to get a little bit more feeling what your building is doing and why. Under more, what can we see here? This is what I showed you before. This is the lighting mood, because this does not hover with me up, it does hover with me up and down, so this stays here. What are the 3 dots? In this case, I can just restore the default settings. I will now change to my personal mini server, and that's the reason why I started with the English one, so that you get a better feeling of the names of it, because my personal mini server is on German, and so some of the namings here will be in German in a few seconds, so don't be confused. I just want to show you different things And there will be a mix between German and English because I changed my smartphone settings to English. So some of the things will be English, some of the things will be German, because these are the German names I gave the function blocks, I gave the rooms, and so on. So please don't be confused. So I will just go over here to my mini server at home and I will choose a room, for example, my bathroom. I see there is a color changing already running. Why is there a color changing running even no one is at home? Because I turned it on before, because I had a German live stream and I just for demo purposes showed them the same thing. So, why I changed to the German mini server is very easy, because you can now, if I go to a room, let's say the bathroom, let's say I have the lights here, I can see a little bit more over these 3 dots. They are not available in the demo mini server because these are expert settings. Via the expert settings, I could adjust the time by hand, filling in different times, how long the lights should stay on if I enter a room, when they should turn off if I leave the room, how long the presence should be active, and things like that. And I can also create a scene or create an automatic rule. So what is the difference between the automatic designer, the automatic rule, and a scene? An automatic rule needs always a trigger to happen. So we can build our own automations in the Loxone app and say, if case A triggers, then case B should start. Things like that. With the scene, I can just say, do this and that. So I can create a whole scene for my room. For example, let's say lower the shades, turn off the audio, and turn on the TV, and do a lighting change. These are things I can do in a scene, and then I can just trigger it via operation mode or via our Loxone touch. For example, if you put the scene on one of the touch points in the Loxone config. But let's check show scene. So I can see now what in my bathroom is a scene I have already created. So in that case, the lighting mood color change, that's the German name for it, the lighting mood color change should be set. The audio player should play my favorite, the ultimate showering playlist. The volume should go up to 50%. Then it should be weighted for 360 seconds. And then I want a text-to-speech message. The time of showering is already 6 minutes, so that I have a little like a clock that I know, okay, I'm showering too long. So there is a part with this color change of my lighting already in the scene. I can create a new scene if I want to directly from here, or I can create a new automatic rule. So let's say automatic rule, I can add a condition. If I want to say, okay, the lights in my bathroom are at night mode, then it should go on. I just click the plus, then I had the condition. Then I want action to start. For example, I don't want just the lights. If I have a night mode in my bathroom, let's say that the audio player just set the volume to 5%. And this means if I enter the bathroom at night and my lighting mood is night, then the audio player should just start very, very low at 5%. Things like that. So this is what you could do with the automatic designer. And you can just create your own little logics with lighting from different rooms. You can combine everything you want to, and I just showed you what you can do with the RGB W lights, with a color sequencer, things like that, so that your good to go to control the lightings via the LOXONE app. Thanks for tuning in. Coffee break is over, and we will see each other again in 2 weeks, Wednesday. Bye-bye.